So, views are down. Not many people are watching my videos. You know what? That's fine. I'll just keep doing videos. I'll just keep doing what I like. I love this. I enjoy it. Doesn't matter. The algorithm has spoken. I'm officially a relic. That doesn't mean I'm dead. I keep making my art, keep sharing it here with you. Here's my latest journal from 2024 to 2025. Hope you enjoy. I usually start a New Year's resolution every single year where I try to push myself to draw every single day as I used to back in 1996. Because I used to draw for many years every single day, but life was so much simpler back then. I was much younger, didn't have all the responsibilities. When you have family, but you also have projects, painting deadlines, and museum and gallery shows, well, let's just say that drawing on a sketchbook isn't a priority. But it should. I think every artist should. This journal, you'll see some drawings that I did from imagination, but also as preliminary sketches for works or paintings. Some were done from life, because I've been trying to get back to drawing directly from life, but I always tend to get back to my own ideas, my own inner muses. Nulla dies sine linea means not a day without a line, and that's what I wrote on one of these first pages. So I tried to push myself to at least draw a line a day. There I have a resolution where I wrote, read more, make more videos, draw more, and paint more. Those are 4 things I've tried to keep as primary directives. And I align these with the 4 suits of the tarot, and I try to find all these correspondences. There, my self-portrait when I turned 50. I always do a self-portrait on every birthday. This is just a way of keeping track of time and see how it's all showing in my face. Here you see some of the sketches that are done from life, where I live, the plants that I have grown in my garden. Again, as I said, I have a tendency to go back to the archetypes, these hidden forces that are found within ourselves. And there might be our inner demons, inner angels, call them what you will, but they're there, and you feel this platonic pull of these cosmic energies that are really informing the work. And I feel that this goes beyond politics, it goes beyond religion, maybe beyond cultural upbringing, or anything that's going on right now that might be trendy, or in the culture sphere, social media. I try to go beyond that and try to really have an introspective look into the things that have been transcending time and space, not just throughout history, but within myself and as I grow older. There's the Hanged Man, and I did a video on that one as well. There is portraits of my mom who came to visit me recently here in Texas. So these are done from life, and I felt these very refreshing because I've been doing like portraits of my mom since 1996. And there's a self-portrait of me as a hermit monk. I did a video on this one as well because I did demos on all of these drawings. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And they were part of this exploration, again, of the archetypes through my own work, through drawing. Drawing is the closest thing that I know to prayer. The conceptual framework is right here in this wheel of archetypes that I try to not just find the correspondences between, let's say, the elements, the alchemical stages, astrological signs, the history of humanity, tarot archetypes, but also my own personal stories. And that one is a preliminary study for a painting that I did recently of my mom. And there's another one that is me reflecting on the influence and presence of AI in our society, which is associated with the gorgon or the siren. It's alluring and it's hypnotic. It has that seductive and addictive quality that keeps us hooked, pulls us away from the path. It's often associated in Western civilization with the fruit of knowledge, with Eve. And there are some studies of portraits that I've been trying to envision this new Eve 2.0, which is really an embodiment of human knowledge through a machine. And there's some studies for right after the cavern of Plato's cavern. People are enamored by their own reflections, that they see their shadows that are projected from the fire inside the cave, but ignoring completely that there's the sun and nature and the real world is outside to be experienced. So I feel like that is very much what we are going through right now with all the social media algorithms. The AI and technology has us submerged and immersed in this illusion world, this matrix, if you will. So I have the last page there, and I wanted to do a last drawing on this journal and see where the lines take us. So now that we're living in this post-truth world where the AI is constantly spitting out generic soulless images and videos that people are just so enthralled and so addictive, so seductive, us artists, ones that are analog, still painting, sculpting, drawing, have a lot to compete with. But guess what? We don't have to compete against that. We just have to do our own thing. This is not about a competition. This is not about trying to grab people's attention. This is about following your calling, following your bliss, as Joseph Campbell once said. So I'll keep doing this, no matter how badly my channel is doing. I cannot complain. I'm doing what I love. I'm making a living out of art. And it hasn't been an easy road, but it has been the right road. So it doesn't matter what the algorithms tell you, what the latest social media trends are. They all come and go. You keep doing what you need to do. Follow your heart, follow your bliss. Do what you feel is right. Not in pursuit of fame, not in pursuit of money, or just pleasing the algorithm because you're gonna get more likes or more views. Doesn't matter. What you need to do is stay true to yourself and stay true to your own convictions. And in my case, it's drawing, painting, what I've always done since I was little, and that's what I'll keep doing. And I'll share it here with you at this channel. No matter how much AI slop floods the internet. Here I start with some preliminary lines. I'm thinking of the myth of Pandora, Pandora's box. I always kind of go back to the same myths. The camera is a little bit blurry at the beginning, but I was able to focus the camera. Sorry about that. But here we are. And I just did this with Staedtler pencils, which are my favorite. And then I switch over to the Pigma Micron Sakura pens, which are really, really beautiful pens to work with. I use colored pens, but I also use ones that are called Stabilo. So here I'm just doing very freehand, a loose sketch of this model who is holding an open box. It could be a electronic device. I didn't want to put a cell phone, it would be too literal, but more of a box. Even though in Pandora's myth it's more of a jar, really. I think there has been a mistranslation, and she has been often represented with a box when in fact it's a jar. But we don't know what's coming out of that. And according to the myth, it's all the ills of humanity, and then hope is at the very bottom. The tree trunk that I saw in a park nearby, and I wanted to add that there in the background, some electric posts, just to indicate that we are in the current world. This is not some fantasy or myth from the past, but rather from the present. I'm again combining pencil again, so it's basically pen, pencil, colored pen. Here goes my stamp that I love to use, and that's it. That's my last drawing. The last drawing of this journal from 2024 to 2025. That's it. I hope that my next journal will be drawing every single day. That is my goal. We'll see how it works. Maybe this isn't something that's going to be trending. Maybe not many people are going to click on this video. That's fine. I just needed to do this. I just needed to get this out of my chest. Just do it. Because that's what art is. And maybe that's enough. These are really tumultuous, uncertain times we're living in. But we have to keep moving forward and just keep doing our own thing. And don't be distracted. It's so easy to be distracted these days. I've got to stay focused. Do your art and try to draw. I just recently saw this article on Forbes magazine that 51% of the traffic on the internet is AI. Means that most of the things you're seeing on the internet are in one way or another affected, influenced, or even generated by artificial intelligence. It's become a game of spot the human. Who's real? What's not? So it's like we used to see to believe. Now, not even that. It's just everything is questionable. And it's in these times that we really have to stick to what we know, what makes us human. And in my case, it's art. Making art and sharing it with you in these videos. No matter who watches it, how many people, it might be 5, 10, 20, doesn't matter. As long as I reach one person and you feel like this has been beneficial to you and inspiring in some way, mission accomplished. And I hope to hear from you if that's the case. Let me know in your comments. And if this is something that you would like to keep seeing more of, let me know. Guess what? I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going off script here. Let me tell you. It's just from the heart. I'm just talking. I might have my ums, and a blunder here or there. But that makes it human, makes it genuine, makes it honest. I really value that. And I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who still value humanity with all of its imperfections. That applies to art. So, be creative. Do the stuff that you love. Disconnect once in a while. Put down your screens. You'll see that in silence, archetypes start speaking through your soul and your art. So, till next time, peace. Thank you very much for watching this video until the very end. If you like this video, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.